Hello friends, the lit teacher here. Let's understand a one-act play today. Alan Alexander Milne was a British author and playwright best known for creating the beloved children's character Winnie the Pooh. Born in London, Milne was educated at Westminster School and Trinity College, Cambridge. He began his career as a contributor to Punch, a popular humor magazine, and wrote several plays, novels, and essays throughout his life. Although Milne was successful as a playwright, his legacy is predominantly tied to his children's books. Despite his popularity as a children's author, Milne often sought recognition for his other literary works, including his more serious novels and plays. The Boy Comes Home is a one-act play by A. Milne, first performed in 1918. Set in the post-World War I era, the play is a light-hearted comedy that delves into the generational conflicts between a young war veteran, Philip, and his strict, authoritarian uncle, James. Philip, who has returned home after 4 years of military service, finds himself at odds with his uncle's rigid household rules and expectations. The play humorously explores themes of authority, independence, and the transformation brought about by war. Through a dream sequence where Uncle James confronts Philip's newfound maturity and assertiveness, the play highlights the challenges of adjusting to post-war life and the shifting power dynamics within families. Milne's witty dialogue and clever character development make The Boy Comes Home a memorable commentary on the societal changes of the time, wrapped in a comedic yet insightful narrative. The Boy Comes Home by A. Milne is a one-act play that centers on the generational conflict between a young war veteran, Philip, and his strict, old-fashioned uncle, James. The play is set in the immediate aftermath of World War I, as Philip returns home after 4 years of military service. The play begins with Philip waking up late, which clashes with the rigid schedule maintained by his uncle James. Philip, now 23 years old, has matured significantly during his time at war. He is no longer the obedient boy who left home but has developed a strong sense of independence and self-assurance. When Philip rings for breakfast, Mary, the maid, insists that breakfast is served at 8 sharp, according to Uncle James's strict rules. However, Philip handles the situation with cleverness, asserting his newfound authority. Aunt Emily, noticing this, is impressed by Philip's maturity and advises Uncle James that Philip has changed. Uncle James, who sees himself as the head of the family and the one in control of Philip's future, plans to have a serious conversation with Philip about joining the family jam business. However, before the confrontation, Uncle James falls asleep, and the bulk of the play unfolds in his dream. In the dream, Uncle James tries to dictate Philip's future, expecting him to obediently accept his decision to join the family business. However, Philip resists, expressing his desire to choose his own path and pursue a profession of his own interest. The conflict escalates when Philip recounts a harrowing experience during the Battle of the Somme. After the death of his company commander, Philip was forced to take command, making life-or-death decisions that saved lives. This experience, Philip argues, has made him more mature and capable than Uncle James realizes. Uncle James, still perceiving Philip as a boy, refuses to acknowledge his growth. The tension peaks when Philip, frustrated by his uncle's stubbornness, pulls out a revolver and a bomb, threatening to take matters into his own hands. This dramatic gesture symbolizes Philip's determination to assert his independence. Uncle James wakes up from the dream, deeply shaken. The dream has made him reconsider his rigid stance and his underestimation of Philip's maturity. When Philip finally talks to him in real life, Uncle James is noticeably more subdued and unsure of himself. He tentatively asks if Philip wants to be an architect, offering a more flexible approach. In a surprising twist, Philip agrees to join the jam business but on his own terms. The play ends with Uncle James uncertain about whether the confrontation with Philip was a dream or reality. The Boy Comes Home uses humor and a dream sequence to explore themes like the impact of war on individuals, generational conflict, and personal autonomy. Milne's play provides a sharp commentary on the societal changes of the time, wrapped in a light-hearted yet insightful narrative. The Boy Comes Home, by A. Milne, is a deceptively simple one-act play that blends humor with a sharp critique of generational conflict and the societal shifts that occurred in the aftermath of World War I. Through its witty dialogue and clever use of a dream sequence, the play explores themes of authority, independence, and the transformation brought about by war. At the heart of the play is the clash between the older and younger generations, symbolized by the characters of Uncle James and Philip. Uncle James embodies the old-fashioned values of strict discipline, control, and a rigid adherence to tradition. He expects unquestioning obedience from Philip, whom he still views as a boy who can be easily controlled. In contrast, Philip represents the younger generation, shaped by the harsh realities of war. The war has forced him to grow up quickly, imbuing him with a strong sense of independence and a desire to assert control over his own life. The play subtly explores the profound impact that World War I had on those who served. Philip's experience in the war has fundamentally changed him. The Philip who returns home is not the same boy who left. His recounting of the Battle of the Somme, where he had to take command after his company commander was killed, serves as a pivotal moment in the play. It highlights the responsibility and maturity that Philip was forced to assume in life-or-death situations, contrasting sharply with Uncle James's perception of him as a schoolboy. The central conflict in the play revolves around the issue of authority: who has it, who deserves it, and how it is wielded. Uncle James assumes that his position as the family patriarch entitles him to control Philip's future, specifically by forcing him to join the family jam business. However, Philip, armed with his wartime experiences, challenges this authority. The dream sequence is crucial in this regard, as it allows Uncle James to confront his own assumptions and fears about losing control. Philip's dramatic gesture of pulling out a revolver and a bomb in the dream symbolize the lengths to which he is willing to go to assert his independence. Milne uses humor as a vehicle to address serious issues without making the play overly didactic or heavy-handed. The dialogue is witty, and the interactions between characters are laced with comedic elements that keep the tone light. For instance, the absurdity of Philip carrying a revolver and bomb in the dream sequence injects humor into what is otherwise a tense moment. This use of humor makes the play accessible while still conveying its deeper messages about post-war society and family dynamics. By the end of the play, there is a notable transformation in Uncle James. The dream has shaken him, making him more aware of Philip's maturity and autonomy. Although Philip humorously agrees to join the jam business, it is clear that the terms are now different. Philip has asserted his independence, and Uncle James has recognized it. The resolution is ambiguous in that it is unclear whether Uncle James has fully accepted this change or if he remains uncertain about the boundary between dream and reality. This ambiguity adds depth to the play, leaving the audience to ponder the lasting effects of the confrontation. The Boy Comes Home is a concise yet rich exploration of the themes of generational conflict, the impact of war, and the struggle for independence. A. Milne skillfully uses humor and a dream sequence to dissect these issues, offering a play that is both entertaining and thought-provoking. The play captures the societal tensions of the post-war era, reflecting the changes in attitudes toward authority and the growing recognition of the younger generation's right to shape their own futures. So that was it for this lesson. I hope you found it helpful. Thanks for watching.